So we're through. That was a tough challenge, tough conditions as well. Very, very blustery today. I think probably a bit more of a show from them maybe than not we were expecting, but we maybe they were a tough opposition today, and we had an early sending off as well in the first half. So, do you want to give us your sort of, I suppose, your view of that, but also the sort of overall performance?
We're through. I think you summed it up quite nicely yourself. It doesn't matter how you do it in the FA Cup. You've just got to get through, and I'm really delighted that we've managed to get over the line, and we were presented with a lot of challenges there, and we were totally dominant in the first 10-15 minutes. We had them watched and we identified their weaknesses. I thought we executed our game plan at the time superbly. We should have been 2, potentially even 3 goals ahead early, but we weren't clinical enough, and you've got to be, because as soon as you give sides opportunities to hold on to, and things can change very quickly, and they did. The red card after 20 minutes changed everything, really. It was a 50-50. I can see why it's been given. It's harsh, but I can see why it's been given. So I think if it was the other way around, I'd be calling for a red. But it was a mistake that we didn't need to make.
Yep.
And then it sort of changed our game plan. We had to change our structure and our shape. And I think we got caught in between. Are we gonna play longer, or are we gonna try and be patient? And we got caught in between somewhere, really, and it disrupted us a little. That being said, we scored pretty much a minute or two straight after the red card. Sol Kent got down the side. He was superb today, young Sol, absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, player of the match today.
Yeah.
Really drove us forwards.
Yeah.
A lot of energy.
He's been fantastic for all of pre-season, really, and he's probably deserved to play a lot more than he has, but he was superb today, and he's a great player. We got a really good one there, and then after we scored, I thought we were on the front foot actually up until half time. Again, we had some couple of opportunities. We'd gone through one-on-one about 2 or 3 times, and we just made either poor decisions or didn't finish them off, and we should have done before half time. And then I think we had a change of shape at half time, which in hindsight maybe wasn't the best idea. It was slightly more of a defensive change. Should we have maybe gone to try and kill it off, but they caused us all sorts of problems at the start of the second half, and we tried all sorts of things to try and nullify that. We actually settled into a shape, so we rode the waves when we needed to, and then we settled on a shape that worked, and just as we were getting a grip on the game, they score. It was not really that sustained pressure that we had to wave, but out of nothing, they score, and you're thinking that's a lot thrown at us there, down to 10 men for a long time, some tiring bodies, they've just scored, how are we going to react? And we reacted outstanding. We made some really good subs, got some fresh legs onto the pitch, and then we sort of had another gear to us. We sort of came alive, really. We were in the ascendancy from there, and I thought we were the better side from there. I really, really did. We
had some good chances. I mean, Sam Barris had a good chance. A couple of others that flashed him in. Elliott shot across the face of the goal just wide.
Well, first of all, we scored a good time to go 2-1 up, and then we should have killed them off. We had some great opportunities, and I thought the 2 in the middle of the pitch, Alex Cam and Henry Westlake, were brilliant in terms of not only breaking up play, but retaining possession and playing forward passes. They were 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 performances from those 2. And then it was just a case of taking that extra touch when we needed to, rather than thrash at things, or that ball across goal was just slightly overhit, and we should have buried them on a couple of occasions. But that being said, we defended when we need to. We tried to stay as high as we can and not drop onto our own 6-yard box, and Dunny got us really high and swept superbly. I don't think they really created any clear-cut opportunities, and whilst there was a lot of added time that we had to absorb, we managed the game really well. We really, really did. Owen come on and linked play, and the ball
held things up, and
we needed to do that. It's a side of a game we need to be good at, and so far we've managed games out quite well, and it's just about getting through today. It really was. It was odd opposition, because I don't want to sound disrespectful, but they were really unpredictable, which is it's really hard to play against, because you're not sure, are they a passing side, are they a longer ball side?
And that's what you come up against in the cup competitions, when you're drawn against teams that you don't play on a regular basis. They're an unknown quantity. Even if you've had them scouted, they're still going to turn up and do something different, potentially.
I imagine probably the same for them. You know, they weren't quite sure what to expect, so you can only beat what's in front of you.
Exactly.
And I'm glad that we didn't go to a replay on Tuesday night, because that would have been a difficult one to get up to there. But it's just about getting through, and I'm really, really pleased with that. You said the other there was a draw, wasn't there, in the other game, so that might be one we can go and get watched. But it's a good week, isn't it? A
Yep.
win on the opening day, a good point away at Welton, and now a win in the FA Cup. It's been a really positive week. So.
And I think maybe the difference I've noticed is that we're coming back when we go down, or when we seem to face adversity, or we're pulled back. We then find another little gear to go forward, and that does seem to be a little bit of a...
We've got strong characters in the dressing room. We brought in winners. Boys who've come in from Leeds United are used to winning stuff, and you can sense that, and that it rubs off on the others. And winning becomes infectious. I've noticed it from the first game of pre-season. Even in the training, everybody's wanting to win things, and you want to create a bit of mental steel and togetherness. And I think we've got that quite early. It's a tight group, social group, and there's been a few boys who haven't even got on the pitch in the last couple of games, and they're very much part of it as well. And they're not sulking and being part of the celebration. So we're in a good place. We are in a good place, and we just got to make sure we're grounded. Don't think we're better than what we are.
Yeah, exactly.
And really, really pleased that we're through. It means the next one's a free hit, massive free hit. So I'm glad we haven't got a midweek game now, because that's 3 really tough ones, and it's taken a bit out of the legs. So we can prepare properly for next Saturday.
Good. Well, let's keep the momentum going, and we'll speak then.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.